Hello everyone, welcome back. My name is Tessa. I am one half of PocketWhimsyCo. If you haven't heard of us, we're just a little sticker shop here based in BC, Canada. If you're interested, we're on Instagram, we're on TikTok, and we're also here on YouTube. So you can follow us at PocketWhimsyCo on any of those socials. So I just wanted to do a little flip through for how January went in my planner. I have been having a hard time getting into the rhythm of things. I'm somebody who, like, when I get stressed about like work or life, I have a hard time keeping up with my planners and journals, and that was kind of the case towards here, like the end of January. But I just thought I'd kind of give a quick flip through to see if this might help anyone who's like in a planner slump. Cool. I just kind of wanted to see to show off like what I've done over the month. But so to get right into it, this is the Moterm Veg Tan Leather. It is the color chestnut, I believe, and I did get it as like a not a second hand, but it was like one of they sell it for less because there's some kind of flaw. I haven't seen anything. I think it's still beautiful, but it is slightly too dark for me now. Now that we're going into like spring, I am finding that I really am wanting like more of a lighter color. So I've been looking at maybe like getting the honey leather, or even like the dune leather looks very pretty to me, but I'm not sure. But so for now, we're just still in this cover. I got a matte black ollie clip here, just for decoration. And then the only thing that I have switched up for deco is the magnetic pin here. This one is from Faded Chronicle. Very beautiful. And then just to kind of bring in these pink tones, I used this dashboard from Sort Stuff Out. I don't know, the picture and the colors and everything make me think self-care, which I think is a very good fit for February. So I just put it in here. I'm not like a total fan of how all these colors go together. If you saw my last flip through of this planner and like my setup for it, I had a lot of like black and like neutral colors, which I think go very, very well with like this cover. But I'm feeling pink, so we're trying to figure out what we should use for a cover for spring. But anyways, it's all the same decoration here. I've got an if found card that has my name and phone number on it. I believe, I don't know if I mentioned in my last video, but this one I think is from Sandoodle Shop or Sandoodle Desk. If you're interested, I can link it down below. Traveler's notebook, luggage tag. I've still got my Taylor Ryan Designs Moon Tarot card here. That's just like a thank you card. Page flags, all the same goodies from last time in the back here as well. So if you're interested, you can definitely have a look at that video too, where I go in more in depth. So to get right into it, I haven't changed any of the sections at all from the original setup of things. I have just gone through and started filling things in. So this first section is my inbox section. I haven't really done much as far as like, oh, well, I definitely a bunch of pen tests. But that's pretty much it. I haven't really done much as far as like, I'm not sure whether I'm going to put like a sticker here to mark off each month. I got to find a sticker that I actually like and want to make a collage with, I think. So for January was like, doesn't look like I have too many events. I used the yellow color Yellow was my color for January. So I used a yellow mod liner just to make a dot for when I had a Pilates class. And then any events I wrote down here. I had a little sticky note here with just a bunch of monthly to-dos that I wanted to complete, but I didn't really use too much this monthly priority on the front, and I didn't use the inbox on the back. I don't know, because I already have an inbox section, I just found that I was more likely to open this and jot stuff down rather than right on the back of that. So and then February I have started here. February is going to be pink. So I'm going to have all my Pilates classes here on the side marked off with pink, and then just a sticky note with all the monthly tasks. And then March is going to be kind of a green garden vibe is the plan. Moving into my weekly section, I just have this pinned together so I can just open straight to the current week. But I'm really enjoying how these weeklies have been turning out. The stickers that you're seeing, I've been using from this sticker book that my friend got me for Christmas. So I've just been kind of finding a page that I'm like, oh, that works for the month, or that works as far as like the theme. And then I'll just use up all the stickers for that page in here. And I've been really, really loving that. And it is very therapeutic, sticker therapy. Anyone, I don't know, anytime I'm like sad or, need a little bit of a pick-me-up, just slap a sticker down. Does wonders for the dopamine. And then kind of continuing on. And as you saw, like this last week or so of January, I really didn't feel like planning or journaling of any kind. So it was a little bit more difficult for me to get going. And so I've pre-decorated some of the weeks leading into February just to make it kind of easier for me to want to get in, like to open it up and do some planning for the day. Rather than having to go and get like all my journaling supplies. It's just easier to have it all together and like all pre-made for me. Flipping to my daily section, I was really enjoying the daily section. I don't do any journaling in here. I have my memory keeper that I'm trying to use, but this just helps me keep an idea of like what I've done in the day and accomplished in the day, so that when, like, if it's been a while since I've opened this, I have an idea here of what to journal about in my memory keeper, or at least that's the plan. And I just have really been enjoying the original, like the file of facts, using these file facts inserts with these stickers. I don't know, it's just kind of if you know Sleepy Notes Club and like her Instagram, and I think she's here on YouTube as well, she has such wonderful like retro vibes, vintage vibes. I love it a lot, and I didn't think that was ever going to be kind of my thing, but I've just been enjoying like the uncomplicated process of like, here's a monthly color and here's a sticker that I didn't have to think too hard about, just like slap that down and off I go. So I've been enjoying doing that. I'll just kind of mark off where my work is. Where my work is with a double line here, and then any events I'll sometimes, like if it's like a meeting or something like really important to do that day, I'll add a bit of color there from the mod liner. And so yeah, so I've really been enjoying that. As you can see, again, end of January, we kind of fell off, but that's okay. I still love these stickers, so it's still a joy to flip through, even if the pages are blank. And this cat sticker is absolutely hysterical. And yeah, and then into February, which again is going to be this like pinky red mod liner. I found some stickers in here that have like the red and polka dot vibes, and I think it works perfectly. Like, Very, very cute. And that's pretty much it as far as like the planning section. I do have a couple of other things that I track during the month. The first, which is just like a regular habit tracker and sleep tracker. So as you can see, again, definitely fell off the boat here end of January, and that's okay. Set one up now for February. And there's just like a couple of different things like that I track, like, you know, the typical, like, you know, flossing, vitamins, that kind of thing. And then the sleep to me is actually the most important indicator of like my mental health. So as you can see, the last time I recorded my sleep for end of January was when I was not doing so hot. So could be the reason. Cleaning tracker I had in the back here, definitely did not do. We started off fairly strong for the first week and then that was it. So I might take that out. I don't know. We could try again. But the one that I actually surprisingly kept up with the most was I had these meal planning inserts in the back here. These are just from Wise Coffee Break. And they just have like the days of the week and then like a grocery list here. But I actually started tracking my meals rather than just like meal planning. I've been having some tummy issues. Don't know if it's dairy, don't know if it's sugar, no idea. So anyway, so we've just been kind of making a note of like what we've been having over the week, and then if I've been having kind of tummy troubles from that, like how we're feeling and everything. So I've actually really, really been enjoying doing that. So yeah. So I still got a couple pages left in here for a couple more weeks. This section was going to be kind of like the on-the-go journaling, but we haven't really had time to do any kind of like cute coffee dates or anything like that. So we're just going to leave that section blank. Moving on into my media section here, I haven't really done much updating. There was only 2 TV shows that I watched in January, one of which was Heated Rivalry, and then the other was obviously Bridgerton. Bridgerton Part 1. I had a fun little watch party with one of my work friends. She came over and we ordered food and we watched the first 4 episodes. Well, first 3 episodes, and then we watched the 4th one by ourselves. Have read a lot of fan fiction. We're back on our Harry Potter, Draco, Hermione kick. So there's some things that I've journaled about in the back here. And then the last section was my finance section, which, as you can see, did not get filled out. I'm still going to keep this in here. I'm hoping that we can get better at tracking this, because I think finances are a really important thing for us, especially for my husband and I right now. We're thinking about, you know, moving into like a bigger place in the next year and a half, 2 years, who knows, but it is an important thing. So I will leave this in here. I will say though, in my defense, January was a very low spend month. So yay. Not much to track there. That's my excuse. And then, yeah, everything else is pretty much the same in here. So yeah, it's just like a real quick little flip through of how things are going in my planner. I've actually really been enjoying the file facts inserts a lot more than I kind of expected. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So if you have any comments or questions or anything like that, please leave them down below. I will try to figure out where anything that you like is from. I don't mind doing that. And if you guys know of the honey or the dune leather, let me know if you like it or not, and whether or not that would be a good kind of like spring color. I do have the caramel leather as well, which I think I do have a video on here doing a flip through of that setup as well. it's very, very orange to me. I always thought it was like a more of a reddy brown, but it's very, very orange. So I don't really want to use that for spring and summer, but we'll see. So anyways, let me know. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.